Thank you. Have a good day. Appreciate it. All right, welcome back to a brand new video talking the program that we're doing experience. So why did I start recording the bus? All right, I told you guys, if you look at my videos, if you've been watching my videos, you'll see that every once in a while they will send a Negropean female. Well, I shouldn't say Negropean female. She's wearing her hair natural, but a black woman wearing her hair natural, who will constantly be staring at me, you know, like giving me the eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nope, no thank you. No thank you. And again, when they used to do that a lot too. And it wasn't until I started to study this program to realize that this is not coincidence. This is not a coincidence at all. Right? When we talk about destructive cults, right? When we talk about destructive cults, right? And the things that they would do and how they engage in ritual abuse, right? Not only for members who left the cult, but within the society, they are being used against certain members of the civilian population, right? And I realized, I said, okay, there's just no way this is coincidental. This is naturally happening. And then I started paying attention. I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely, being done. This is artificial. This is not natural. And when I woke up to that realization, right, they started using the fire trucks within a few minutes of me realizing that what was happening. Just like on the weekend, I used to get up and go into the city. Every other weekend, I didn't have my son. And I always go to the Barnes and Noble at 14th Street. Right? And every time I would go, there would be these two white guys in front of Barnes and Nobles. When they see me, they're shaking each other's hands, or they give me the thumbs up. Right? And then when I realized that I was being programmed, and one Saturday I woke up with the same urge, but I decided to stay home. Right? Within a half an hour, they send out the fire truck, the confrontation group. They send out the fire trucks. Right? And for the entire Saturday, right, like clockwork, every hour, the fire truck would drive by my block, on my block. Sirens wailing, extremely loud, for the entire day. Because why? Because they realized that I've come into the consciousness of what was happening, what was going on. Right? So they're able to control you, because if you're not awakened, she cursing at the man and pushing the man like she want to fight him. He turns around, and what does she do? She step back. It's not funny, but it's a night that they do. It's a night that they play. Women are being conditioned in this society to be used against black men. And they do it wholeheartedly, because as black men, we have been subjected to an invisible war that they can't see and they don't want to see. Or they don't know, or they don't want to know. Right? So anything that happens to black men, particularly when it comes to the system, you hear them say, well, black men ain't own no businesses and this and that, and they all want business. Well, again, you look at the history of the United States, when black men, particularly black men, create businesses, they sabotage it. They sabotage it, and they weaponize our women against us. Okay, to come in and take us off of our path. Right? You hear black women say, well, I want a man to pay 100%. But then she'll turn around and be upset because he's working too much, right, to afford her the lifestyle that she wants, right? But now he's working, but he's not spending time with me. He's not spending this and that. Well, it takes hard work to, particularly if you're a man who's, your business isn't raking in tens of millions of dollars in profit, right? That you can hire employees, right? But again, this is their unrealistic expectation. They have an idea in their mind of how they want to live, right? And they want the man to pay for it, but they don't want to know anything about what that man has to do. And the fact that if he has to work, 10 hours a day, their home, he's providing for her. She's going to sleep with her ex, or she's sleeping with some other dude that she just met because he's giving her attention. Women will always seek attention. They will always seek self-gratification over everything else. And that has not always been the case. But today, they have been programmed that way. You see it in all kinds of women, from, women who are fit, women who are obese, women who are fat, women who are short, women who are tall. Because they all do have the same talking points when it comes to the relationship that they want and who they want in a relationship. Right? And that right there is evidence of psychological conditioning. That right there is evidence of brainwashing. But many of us don't want to believe that, right? We have been conditioned to not believe the truth. Like I said, go read any book on dark persuasion, dark psychology. Go read any book on the hacking of what is called social engineering, the hacking of the human mind, right? And these things have been possible. The U.S. government have been, from the 1950s, experimenting learning how to do what? To control our minds. Whether it be through psychological manipulation, whether it be through environmental warfare, such as lead, dumbing down our intelligence, right? Our drugs, okay? They have used every method at their disposal to do that, to control us. Right? And then you have the Negropeans in liberal states because, they're like, well, I live in New York, but, I keep saying New York is one of the most racist states in the nation. And we are conditioned not to see it as that. Because we live close proximity with white people. They can sleep with us, some of them, and some of us will sleep with them. And our mind will get skewed that they actually care about us. But they're not doing anything to change the system of white supremacy, right? They'll let you have dinner with them. They'll let you into the same establishment as them. But the minute you, as a black person, start to rise the economic ladder, they're going to be pushed back. It has always been that way. Black people in America who built towns, highly successful, every single one of them have been destroyed by the jealousy and envy of white people. Black men on Wall Street, black traders, right, accused of taking clients when they leave. But yet white men can leave their positions as traders for a company, start their own trading company, and bring clients from the company that they work for with them. They're not sued for that. Right? So again, we have to live in the reality. That's why what happened with Trump being elected, I'm not glad about it, but black people are going to get their wake-up call. We're going to get our wake-up call, hopefully. Hopefully we're not so dead in the brain that we can't realize that we got to unite as a people. Right? We let religion control us. White people let their privilege and white supremacy control them. Religion is an afterthought for them. But who we are as black people is an afterthought for us. We put religion above everything else. They put everything else above religion, right? And they gave us religion. This version of religion they gave us. So, like I said, it's going to be hilarious times when these Negropeans get their wake-up call. And when I say hilarious, I don't mean like funny as in that's what's good for us. I mean that I've been saying this, not only me, but other people have been saying this for so long, that the vast majority of us refuse because we find acceptance in suffering because white Jesus suffered for us. That's what we've been told, right? right? And we'll ignore our black Christ and Christs that die for us, that truly suffer for us. Okay? So, yep. So what I say is going to be hilarious. Meaning that for me as a TI, knowing that how they use my people to attack me and what it is that they do and continue to do, yeah, I'm going to be laughing. Okay? Not out of happiness, but out of the fact that I've told you and you didn't want to listen. Anyhow, talk to you guys in the next video. Okay, man. Sure. Go ahead.
Go ahead, guys.